Frankenstein's got a journal, Wolfman has a blog. Swamp Thing tweets from down in his bog. Pete and Nash read it all, and now they're trying to see what's going on with these Vampire Diaries. Hello, welcome to the Vampire Diaries, the Vampire Diaries podcast where a guy who has never seen the show watches the series with a superfan. I am the titular PT. Let's just say I put the PT in Vampire, but please call me Pete, and I'm here with my co-host and co-parent, Ash. Hello, Ash.
Hello.
Season 1, Episode 3, Friday Night Bites?
Ooh, I predicted you were going to go with the question mark.
Bites? Listen, I've heard of Friday Night Lights, but Bites?
Man, I thought this would be your most favorite title ever.
It is my most favorite title ever, yes. It's my most favoritist title.
I thought you would really like Friday Night Bites.
Yeah, I do like that. It's a good pun, kind of whatever.
You like titles with the word bites in it.
I do. Like Bites Club. Bites. Mr. Bites.
Love bites.
Friday Night Bites. So, we're recording this on a Friday night.
Friday Night Bites.
Yep. We're having some bites right now. Just kidding.
No, we're not.
But it's Friday night, but there are no sporting events to go to.
Nope, or to watch, really.
True. So we're watching The Vampire Diaries. Mm-hmm. What are your Friday night light memories? Football? Cheerleading? Question mark?
I do have several of these memories.
It's almost as if I knew that and asked you a pertinent question to your life.
I like that. Yes, I did POMs at school in high school. POMs was like the dance team, but with pom-poms. I also was a cheerleader and a dancer, but I did that outside of school. But for school, I did POMs, and we performed at the football games, and we performed throughout the game, and then we would put on a little halftime performance. So we performed mostly during basketball, but during basketball we would be there a little bit more, but during football we I think mostly in football we did the halftime, and we had like a kick routine we would do, or we would choreograph different routines to like popular songs. And it was super fun. I loved it. And then while we were waiting for our turn to perform, we would sit in the bleachers and we'd watch the game, which was fun because we knew the people who were playing, but then we would just talk and look at everyone and like dress up cute and do our makeup, and it was fun. I remember like homecoming football games, and yeah, I'm a big fan of the Friday Night Lights.
Here's my big question though. Any vampires on your football team?
Not that I know of.
Now.
I did actually date a guy one time who told me he was a vampire.
Uh-oh.
But that was in college.
Did he ever suck your blood?
No. But he went to my high school.
Let's give more information about him.
No.
So tonight's episode, Friday Night Bites, starts with a cold open that doesn't have a couple getting murdered by a vampire.
Yeah, I know. Were you sad?
Yeah, I was. Super sad, yeah. It actually was Damon. It was Damon and Caroline?
Caroline, yeah.
In the bedroom. Mm-hmm.
With the candlestick.
And also, Mr. Purple was there, whatever.
Mr. Plum? Professor Plum?
Professor Plum.
Mr. Purple, oh my goodness.
Mr. Purple, hello, I'm Mr. Purple. I murdered somebody with a candlestick.
That just shows how much you do not like to play Clue.
I don't like to play Clue. I don't even know if I know the rules, really.
You just like losing to me.
Used to it. So, here's my question. They can see their reflections?
Yep.
And is it because they're good looking?
Yeah, they gotta stay fresh.
Yeah, so obviously in this show, some of the tried and true vampire rules, the vamp rules, the Vanderpump rules, the vamp bump,
The vamp rules.
to do's, don't come into play because they can see their reflections.
Yeah, who was looking at themselves? Damon?
Caroline was, and then Damon was in the reflection in the mirror.
Ah.
So, okay, I can be on board with that, I guess. And then also, we don't know what daylight does to these vamps yet. I guess nothing, because they're just waltzing about. Sunlight streaming into the bedroom.
Yeah.
No one's burning up. No one's skin is flaking off into ash.
No one's sparkling.
No one's sparkling. That's for darn sure. We're trying to keep it no cursing. All right, so, and Ash, you said, why does she have lingerie on?
Yeah.
And I say, because it's her house. She's not at the big
right
Stratford
I
mansion.
know, I didn't really notice that at first.
Salvatore mansion.
That she was at Caroline's house. But also, like, they're having their, like, first little date, their first little hookup. She's going to do full lingerie, I guess.
Some would say that others have done that in the past, maybe, but I don't know. I wouldn't know anything about that. So that was the cold open. I would say maybe it was a hot open because Damon gets horny for blood, right?
Because you are horny for Damon.
No, don't put that on the podcast. No, I love Ian Somerhalder. I'm a Ian Somerhalder guy who... Holder. I'm an Ian Somerhalder holder. I hold him close and dear to my heart. Great actor. He's doing silly things with his upper lip in this show, but still, he's having fun. He's being a naughty vamp, as we established. All right, so that was a cold open, aka warm open or hot open. And, he gets horny for blood. Caroline's a vampire, I guess.
I don't know. She hasn't done anything vamp-like, though.
She hasn't. Maybe she has to wait for a full moon.
Is that a thing? Is that a vamp rule?
No, that's a werewolf thing. I don't know.
She is wearing a mysterious scarf always.
Well, now she is.
Yeah.
Yeah. We'll get to that later.
Okay.
All right. So, on the other side of the title, people are walking around their high school. Ash says, "Look how skinny everyone is."
It's so true.
Yeah, people are little stick figures walking around.
I know. It's just like when you look at the actors from that time compared to the actors they hire now, it's different because before everyone's like face was really natural looking and like they didn't wear too much makeup and they didn't have like a whole bunch of plastic surgery and stuff in their face, but they are like really, really thin.
Yeah.
And now it's like people have more like natural looking bodies in shows, but their makeup is ridiculous and they like contour everything and they have facial injections and lip stuff and whatever. So it's just like an interesting time like comparison.
It is, and I'm interested in that, and I don't watch a lot of these shows, so I'm wondering what modern day show is one where they're casting more diverse people, natural bodies, et cetera, but their faces look crazy. What are you watching right now where that is the case?
Oh man, you gotta put me on the spot like that.
I don't know.
I didn't say I was a TV super fan.
Okay, I think you are though.
I don't know. I think
so much TV.
I think just like in general.
I know that I walked by you watching.
Okay, the Mindy Project, which isn't super current, but that is an answer.
There's a lot going on
for your question.
Yeah, not to like I don't know call anyone out or whatever, but also I walked by Grey's Anatomy. You watch Grey's Anatomy?
Yeah,
I walked by Grey's Anatomy, and there's some stuff going on.
It's
with
true. Like people,
faces.
they just do a lot of makeup. When you look at these girls, they really honestly don't have that much makeup on at all. And and their hair is kind of natural too. But then their clothing is like super duper layered, and they're really thin.
Yep.
I don't know. I'm not like making a judgment. I'm making an observation.
We are here to observe. All right. So I love again, back to the theme of the specific dialogue, right? That these, let's say, we say 40-year-olds, these 30-year-olds, however old these people are writing for these characters. So Vicky walks up to Jeremy, and she's like, "Hey, the posers are playing at the Rat." It's like, what? What's happening where?
And
the posers are playing at the Rat.
And they've never mentioned the Rat before either.
No, we're just supposed to, okay.
That's just like a cool place.
In one sentence, I knew both of these people were super cool. Like, hey, we got to go see the posers playing at the Rat.
Yeah.
They're cool. That's cool. The friggin' posers. Their band is so cool. They're called the Posers. That's how you know they're cool, because they're not posers.
Right.
Yeah, it's like the Who. It's like, what? Who are you going to see? The Who.
The Who.
What?
Who? What? Yeah.
Are they on First?
Yeah. No.
All right.
I'm with you.
Yeah. Jeremy has Ryan Atwood's sad faces.
Oh. Move on. The end.
All right. So I finally did look up, because we were like, Kevin Williamson, is he a baseball player? Is he the guy from Scream? Did he?
Oh, yeah.
He is the Scream guy.
Oh.
He did, yeah.
Good. I'm glad you remembered to look.
He did Scream, love Scream. He did The Vampire Diaries. And Dawson's Creek. He was probably like, we need to get a Dawson sad face guy. Remember I said Jeremy also has a Ryan Atwood sad face, and he has a Dawson crying face.
Yeah. Oh, that's
so
good.
Kevin Williamson was like, I need my new Dawson. We need a meme.
Man.
Were there memes back then?
No. Maybe there was like just a picture with like a caption or something.
Yeah, the original meme.
Yeah.
A picture with a caption.
Instead of the words on the picture, it was just below it.
Yeah, it was below it.
The OG meme.
OG meme. They used to call me OG meme in high school.
That'd be a great name, actually.
OG meme.
I love that. I came up with it.
Okay, copyright that, OG meme. So, obviously, we have learned from popular culture that vamps are good at sports.
Oh, yeah.
We learned that from Twilight Baseball.
Oh, yeah.
Vamps are great at baseball. They fly around. They can't get a home run because someone flies up and catches the ball.
Yeah, and they can run super fast. They can do all kinds of things.
Yep. They bite the football and then the air hisses out.
If they're a bad football player, they're like a mean guy.
Yeah, they're like, pig skin. I wish it was human skin. I wish this was full of blood, not air. I wish this jersey was a cape. Invite me into the end zone for a touchdown.
Man, they would not be good at sports if you hadn't invite them into the end zone. Because they would just lose every time they get to the 1 yard line. This is a silly pod. I hope you like it.
I mean, if you like this, if you like the Vampire Diaries, you might like this. All right, anyway. So, we are teased. Mm-hmm. We're teased that Stefan is going to play some football.
Yeah, when Tyler and Matt are tossing it around, and Tyler's like, "Watch this," and then
Stefan swooshes around.
Matt's like, "No, Tyler, no, Tyler, no." Yeah, he says it a million times, and then it's about to hit Stefan in the back of the head, and Stefan just turns around and catches it. Like, what? Not a big deal at all.
Yeah.
And then he throws it back
very hard.
And Tyler's like,
what an arm. And then he doesn't even end up playing quarterback later. But anyway.
It's true.
I digress. So they have wild premises for each episode I wrote. A whole comet thing, and now a whole football dealie.
Yeah.
So each episode, I feel like they haven't had a regular episode yet.
They're all thematic in some kind of way.
The pilot episode, we're there's 20 characters. And then the next episode is there's a town square and there's a comet coming. And now it's football? Huh?
Man, and they're busy.
Can't episode 2 and 3 just be we're walking around and talking?
That's the kind of show you want to watch?
No, but a comet, a comet and a football game?
I mean, a football game for a high school show makes a lot of sense, but a comet, it seems very random.
Yeah, the second episode is a comet?
It's a comet, yeah.
All right, so Mr. Tanner and Stefan have a little face-off in history class. We get hit over the head very hard that Stefan knows history. He's been around a long time. We get it by now. We saw that in the other 2 episodes.
I would like to see the, what's it called? The bloopers. I'd like to see the bloopers of that episode when Stefan's supposed to be really good at saying these dates and he's messing them up.
Yeah, that'd be good.
Because it'd be hard to actually memorize all of those dates and say them off the quickness.
Yeah.
He'd be 1760.
JFK assassination. 94? I don't know. Would that be funny?
Yeah.
I don't know.
It would be.
And then, so, obviously, Stefan bests Mr. Tanner in the end. Mm-hmm. And we watch everything with subtitles on.
Yeah.
And scattered applause. It said scattered applause. So, in class, the kids were engaged enough that they were like, whoa, Stefan, he knows his dates. And then at the end when they had the disagreement, 52. No, actually it was 53.
I don't
think they clapped.
I don't think they were really fans of Stefan at that point. I think they were just they hate Mr. Tanner so much. So they're like, yes.
Yes, finally someone's putting him in his friggin' place.
Exactly.
All right. And then they have a little applaud, some golf claps.
Think about it. If you were in your high school classroom and one of your classmates was showing up your teacher, wouldn't you be like, oh?
If it was me personally in high school, I would hate both of them. Be like, shut up, both of you.
Everyone be quiet so I can leave.
Yeah. Can we be done with this? When's lunch? And then Mr. Tanner's a football coach too.
Yeah.
He's busy.
I know. Stefan shows up trying to play football. Mr. Tanner is not excited.
No, he's he knows his dates, but can he throw a football? I don't know.
I think he's just I don't even want to see this guy because he embarrassed me.
Yeah, he embarrassed me in front of 13 other 15-year-olds.
Yeah.
In these shows, everyone does everything in the whole school. Elena's a cheerleader? Mm-hmm. And at first I was like, is she a cheerleader? Is she just at gym class? What's going on? Is everyone at gym class right now?
Why is that surprising to you?
We haven't heard about it in the whole 2 episodes.
Yeah, I know. That was her first time back. She took a little break.
From cheerleading?
Yeah.
And she came back and she was bad at it?
Yeah. She wasn't into it
just
anymore.
Because, of course, the main... I just feel like in these shows... Saved by the Bell. Didn't both Zach and Slater play every sport? We're playing volleyball. We're on the wrestling team. Wasn't Zach on the... I know Slater was on the wrestling team, but wasn't both Zach and Screech on the wrestling team?
Yeah.
And all 3 main girls were cheerleaders. On every show, everyone does everything. And that's just not my experience because my high school was too big and no one did anything.
Yeah, I'm going to tell you that my experience was very opposite because I have 2 older brothers and they played every single sport, sometimes 3 baseball teams at once. Mm-hmm. And they did, the only thing they didn't play was soccer, actually. But they did football. I guess they did soccer when they were little. Baseball, wrestling, everything. And I did a whole bunch of stuff. I did cheerleading, dance, gymnastics.
We heard earlier.
Yearbook, National Honor Society, Student Council, all that at the same time.
Stamp club.
No.
Baking.
No, I didn't do
league.
Stop making up things. I only want to tell the truth.
Shirt.
You did TV productions and hanging out with your friends.
Oh, yeah. And I was the president of that.
No, but they're doing a whole bunch of stuff, and I'm like, yeah, that's normal.
Okay, and maybe that's the experience of most of the viewers of this show. Maybe most of the viewers of this show come home after high school, and they just soccered and cheerleaded and
Instagram
pom
class.
squad and yearbook president, and they did every single thing, every single second of their lives.
That was me. That's why I like to be busy.
All right, Matt has a good quote. First my girlfriend and now my team? Does he say that to Ty? Or no, to Stefan?
Was he mad at Stefan when he said that?
I think he's
or is he talking about Stefan to Tyler?
To Ty. First my girlfriend, now my team?
You like calling him Ty?
Isn't that his name?
Tyler.
Oh, I feel like I see Ty in the subtitle.
That's cute. You're like buddies with him. You're like, oh, Ty.
No, I actually dislike him. I dislike his character.
Oh, so yeah, I think he was probably complaining to Tyler about Stefan.
First my girlfriend and now my team. Like, my girlfriend, like I was kind of bummed about my girlfriend. Now he's on my friggin' team.
Yeah, like I get the girlfriend part, but like the team.
Look, he's a handsome guy. I know he stole my girlfriend, but my team, my bros.
Yeah. Oh, poor Matt.
Poor Matt. I don't get a big read on Matt. Like, he seems like kind of bland. Like.
What about him at the end of the episode, though?
Don't go there.
Do you have notes about that?
Maybe, probably.
Okay.
We'll see. All right, so, Damon rolls up with... Damon rolls up with Caroline. And in the convertible...
Yep.
Caroline's sporting a scarf around her neck. She's talking that booty chatter, right?
Yeah, she's mad at Elena.
She's like, guess what? I got the other brother or something weird like that.
Yeah.
Like, as if it was her competition.
And I feel like she said it off camera. Like, they didn't even show her. And she was like, I had the other brother. Hope that's okay.
Yeah, a little ADR work going on. Additional dialogue replacement.
Yeah, and then she, like, called out some jump sequence that she wanted all the girls to do.
Yeah, the double hike herky hurdle.
Double pike herky hurdle.
Oh, pike, not hike?
Yeah.
I think the subtitle got it wrong.
Pike.
Is that a thing?
Yeah, when you try to jump and touch your toes straight down in front of you.
Oh, did they do that right after that?
No, they didn't. They did it.
No.
They did a straddle, and it wasn't very good.
You know what? You can see that from your past experience. I can always see when people are bad at basketball. Something that jumps out at me. It's Shane West is bad at basketball, and I think it's in A Walk to Remember. Does he play basketball in that?
Probably.
Or I feel like he's playing it with a young kid. Does he ever play basketball with a young kid in something?
Oh, Pete, I don't know.
Does Mandy Moore have a little bro in Walk to Remember? I don't know. Anyway, I'm like, hey, I do not want to besmirch Shane West's name.
No.
Love Shane West. Saw him at a sushi place and said, hey, big fan. And he was like, okay, get out of here. And love Shane West. Don't think he's that good at basketball. Maybe he's gotten better.
Maybe.
The Walk to Remember was many, many years ago, 15, 20 years ago. Who knows?
Okay, yeah, so not good at basketball. And these ladies were not particularly good at cheerleading.
Yes, at least not our leads. I would assume / hope that they would have cast extras that were cheerleaders or good at cheerleading. I don't know. That's just me. If I was running a show, listen, I was a showrunner.
I feel like they didn't care about that stuff when they were making television before. I feel like now they'd be like, we have to get like a body double person to like do a jump and then like land the person and show their face and make it look like they did a really good thing. But
yeah, in television though,
yeah,
seems like they might be shooting that a little too fast. I don't know.
They
might have just been like, touch your toes. I don't know.
It's more like an X jump. Not very good.
Talking that smack. All right, so another thing that you noticed, not me. You noticed this. I didn't notice this. You noticed this. I did not notice this. You noticed this. Okay.
What?
You were like, oh, they're wearing Sophie shorts and double tank tops. That's a look.
Yes, that is exactly what I would wear to cheerleading practice.
Yeah, I didn't notice it at all or anything. It wasn't a big deal. And then Ash said something about it. I was like, oh, okay, yeah, I don't know.
Lies. No, but I did notice it, and I said it out loud. Pete noticed it and said nothing. Mm-hmm. But I had several pairs of Sophie shorts, and I would go to cheerleading practice or dance or whatever, and I would wear one tank top under the other. And that's exactly what they wore. Very to the times. Yeah,
I feel like Sophie shorts, the male equivalent is like the lacrosse short. Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's all I have to add.
Okay.
I do remember some Sophie shorts. All right.
Hopefully on Only Me.
I just at stores and stuff, like they were popular. eBay, I don't know, just all right, anyway, Damon was reading Stefan's diary at about midway through. What's he doing? It's not a good diary if everyone can just read it. And he just bro trail, and he was just reading it out loud for the whole audience to hear, I feel like. Or was he reading quietly, and then he said everything out loud. He's like, Stefan, I was reading your diary. And he says, Damon's like, oh, I was reading your diary or whatever he says, and he's like, you're very much like Emerson, so many adjectives.
Oh yeah.
Cool, Damon.
You're like, thanks.
Yeah. Also, and then he rolls into the conversation with, you're my little brother, which we always need that.
Oh my gosh,
every episode.
She calls him brother forever and always.
Something, a hot piece of merch that I would love. Vampire Diaries bingo game itself, or like a t-shirt also. Vampire Diaries bingo.
We could make one.
Yeah, we should. All right. No one else do that in the meantime, because it'll take us a very long time. All right. And you're my little brother will be like, not the free space. The free space will be like our logo or something.
Yeah.
All right.
I like it.
But you're my little brother. You're my brother will be one.
Little brother.
It'll be V. Instead of bingo, it'll be vamps. Mm-hmm. So it'll be V1 or something. I don't know. Anyway, just spitballing.
I like what you're saying. I like what you're saying.
All right. So
you're doing some interesting foreshadowing that you don't know about.
Dun, dun, dun. All right, so Bonnie is talking. Okay, Bonnie and Elena in the kitchen. Mm-hmm. Bonnie talking about predicting stuff. Oh, I predicted what commercial was going to come on. Elena's like, no, that commercial comes on all the time. Right. Then it's like, what's in here? Oh, it's the salad tongs or whatever. The tongs are in here. It's like, birthday candles or whatever.
Mm-hmm. She was good at finding stuff in the kitchen.
Yeah, but to me, I feel like in the first 2 episodes, she was like, hey, I'm a psychic. I do psychic stuff. And then she did some real psychic stuff. She touched Stefan and like knew stuff about him, like the unbreakable guy. Mm-hmm. So why is she now backtracking? Is this a storytelling thing? Like, did they roll it back? Like, oh, we gotta like roll out her psychic thing a little slower.
Yeah, I feel like at first she was really comfortable with it. Yeah. And now she's like, I can do this, and it's like kind of freaking me out. So yeah, maybe they're trying to take it a little slower. Yeah. If your grandma was like, you're a witch, you'd be like, shut up, Grandma.
Well, I don't want to relive any past conversations that I've actually had, so I won't get too deep into that. Caroline? No, Bonnie. Mm-hmm. Bonnie, Elena, Stefan.
Oh, having dinner?
Dinner party. What they got in those wine glasses? A little soda pop?
I know. I was trying to figure out. I was like, that looks like it was a wine glass, but it was very full.
Yeah, if it was wine, it was a peaty pour.
Yeah. And go ahead.
But there was ice in it, I think, also.
Yeah, I think it was Coke or Pepsi or something.
I think it was, Coke or Pepsi. You a Coke head or a Pepsi fiend?
And Coke head.
Uh-huh. I've mentioned this in other mediums before, but Pepsi. I'm a Pepsi guy, kind of.
Just because it's from your hometown?
Yeah.
You had a Pepsi?
We had a Pepsi, I don't know, bottling place or something. We just called it the Pepsi factory in our town. And we had Pepsi.
And you never went there, and it had no association of it whatsoever?
No, it wasn't like the Coca-Cola factory in Atlanta.
No.
It wasn't a big museum. It was just like, hey, we do work here. Get out of here.
You just drove past a building that had the Pepsi sign on it, like regularly. But
also because of its proximity, all the restaurants or whatever had it, and the snack bar where I worked at in the summertime, we had Pepsi, which we went back and they had Coke there.
I know.
What? No one cares about that. However, my Pepsi factory, Pepsi plant.
Yeah, you called it the plant, I think.
The plant. We called it the plant. But I feel like we went sledding up there.
Mm-hmm.
But
Isn't there a hospital right there?
Yeah,
too?
and now I'm wondering, were we sledding at the hospital, which would be very convenient? Were we sledding at the hospital or at the Pepsi plant?
Also, isn't it interesting to have a Pepsi plant next to the hospital? Like, what a weird place.
I mean, you gotta have, if you have one, you gotta have the other.
But I like Coke better.
I know, you're friggin' cokehead. All right. Soda and wine glasses. All right, so Caroline and Damon crash the dinner party.
The dinner party.
Stefan and Damon have some fun moments here at the door frame.
The threshold.
The threshold, yes. Mm-hmm. Stefan, they have the little invite me in, don't invite me in.
Yeah, Stefan was like, he can't. He has to leave.
Yeah, I like that. That was good. That was a subtle thing. I mean, the thing about these subtle things is they're good and subtle.
They're not.
But then they hit him with a big old hammer like 2 minutes later.
Yeah. I mean, it's not subtle for Elena because she's like, why are you so freaking out about your brother coming in? Like, she thinks it's super weird. But for us, we're like, we get it.
I would say it is subtle for her, but it's not subtle for us.
Oh, okay.
And then Elena is she's casually like, come on in, bruh. Yeah, I know you're brothers.
They brought dessert, after all.
And again, I'll always say this, Ian S. is doing so much upper lip work. Like Elena invites him in and he's like, does a big old upper lip like smile, like the Grinch smile.
He's a mouth actor. Leave him alone.
They have, their awkward moments, and Caroline is just saying it all. She's like, oh yeah, she's going through a blah phase because her parents died.
I know. And then she was like, and I say that with the most like empathy and whatever.
Yeah.
That was so rude.
Yeah. We're getting a big old snapshot of who Caroline is, I feel like.
Yeah, she just says whatever. She doesn't care about other people. She's just like, blah, 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 whatever.
Damon continues bringing up their shared ex,
Catherine.
and Stefan's ex, Catherine, which again, he brings it up subtly at first, and then like 2 minutes later is like, Elena's like, you were talking about Catherine earlier, weren't you?
Yeah, but he always brings it up like, it's subtly, but it's in a dramatic way. Like, he tries to play it off like it's not a big deal, but he's like doing it to be dramatic.
He is. And if you take a step back and you're like, this 145-year-old is saying this to this 16 or 17-year-old.
It's weird.
Weird.
Yeah, it's weird.
We can't,
I thought you wouldn't have been silly because we both just said weird, but what if you were like, it's cool? And
it's very cool.
It's weird.
It's very,
it's weird.
I go talk to babies, I go talk to 2-month-olds, and I'm like, yeah, my ex-girlfriend, let me tell you about her for a while.
Very normal.
Yeah. Okay, so we go to like the bar or question mark where Vicky works at, and all the teens hang out.
Yeah, but
what are these places in these shows that you like to watch? Okay, and I also like to watch on the OC. There was a music venue that I guess was all ages.
I feel like they were actually drinking at the music venue in the OC.
Well, I know Marissa was.
I think it was an underage club, but I think I think you could. This is what I think of the OC.
21.
I feel like
to spill, 18
yeah,
to
like
chill.
they got carded, but then they like were able to get drinks because they knew the bartender and stuff.
Olivia Wilde.
Yeah, and then they would bring their own thing to spike their own drinks, and so they were partying hard for sure.
Yes.
But and Pretty Little Liars, when they go out to restaurants and stuff, they don't drink, but they do drink so much coffee. But they usually meet in the mornings for coffee, and then when they meet in the evenings, they're like having dinner, or they'll have like sushi and stuff. But In
Totally.
the Vampire Diaries, they're meeting at night.
It's a bar type scenario. There's pool.
Yeah.
And I think we were talking about on the last episode where like Vicky is not 21 obviously, and she's serving drinks ? But in this scene she had a big old pot of coffee. So is this some teen hangout?
Is it like a diner of some sort?
I don't know. It looks visually like a bar.
I know. I think it's called the Grill.
Well, I want to see your grill.
I need to be better at knowing the specifics, but I haven't watched it in a very long time, especially episode 3.
Ooh, episode 3.
So long.
But I feel like a staple of these shows, they gotta have somewhere to hang out.
Yeah.
Saved by the Bell, the Max. Yeah.
And the Max, they would have milkshakes and burgers.
Yeah, and that was daytime and stuff like that. But this is like...
They did go into a club and Saved by the Bell, and they had to get like fake IDs to get in there, and they got in trouble. They only went for like a couple episodes until they got busted.
It was probably one single episode. It was like the don't get a fake ID episode.
It was probably one episode, but because there was like a commercial break and I was little, I thought it was like 2 episodes.
Mr. Belding was like, you know what? My brother had a fake ID and he died.
Oh my gosh.
It was a very special episode. But anyway, so in this mystery
Mr.
building,
Belding does have a brother though.
Did he die?
No.
From having a fake ID?
I just can't remember his name, but he does. We do get to meet his brother at some point.
Yeah, I think it was something Belding. So in this hangout spot, this teenage wasteland, Matt says to Jeremy, quote, "She's my sister and I love her, but sometimes she makes you work for it." And Jeremy says, "I find it easy." What are they talking about?
That was the grossest thing ever.
Like, they could not be talking about the same thing. Like, I could see Matt being like, "It's hard to love her," and then Jeremy being like, "Yeah, it is," or something. But no, Matt's like,
no. So
right makes you work for it.
They show her being with Tyler, and Tyler was like,
Ty. I call him Ty. He's my buddy Ty.
Grabbing Vicky's butt or whatever, and she's like,
ew.
Not at work. And then Jeremy's watching it like so mad, and then that's when Matt goes over and he's like, "Hello, my sister, but sometimes she makes you work for it." Like, what? Because she's flirting with this other guy, and that like you have to work for it to flirt with her so that you can smack her butt.
Ew.
I don't know. It was gross.
I need them to talk to each other like, "Hey, brother, blah, blah, blah," so that I continue to know that they are not a thing because they act weird.
That was super weird that he said that.
There's just a bad line. Get that line out of there. I don't want to see that. All right, Damon's talking to Elena back in the kitchen. Damon's creeping. Damon's known to creep.
True.
Catherine died in a fire. Seems like it was yesterday. Another good line, another good little Nikki. The deep south or whatever. Another one of those good lines. Yeah, she died a long time ago.
But it
Hundreds
seems
of years.
like yesterday.
Seems like yesterday. Good. Good on you, Damon.
Yeah.
We love you for it. And then who dated her first? Oh, we'd have different. Me and Damon and Stefan would have different definitions of who dated her first.
Who do you think dated her first?
Well,
You can hear our pug snoring.
Yeah, I got a little distracted because our pug is snoring up a storm. I'm going with good guy Stefan and like I don't know Damon. There's her story there for sure. All right. I was struck by Damon just loading the dishwasher. He knows how to load the dishwasher. He's 145 years old. He can just like put a plate in there and
yeah, man.
He closes up, presses the button. He knows his technology.
Dishwashers have been around for a while.
He clips his iPod Shuffle onto his V-neck and pops the earbuds in and just like knows how to work it.
What? Nuh-uh.
No, but I'm just saying. All right. So then Stefan talking to Caroline. Stefan's talking to Caroline while Damon and Elena are chatting. And Stefan's like, take off the scarf. And she's like, I don't know why, but I got to keep it on. So obviously she was glamored to keep it on.
Yeah, she was like, all I know is I have to keep it on.
Which, again, a nice little subtle thing, potentially. And then Damon comes in and just glamours her and is like, go do the dishes. Mm-hmm. And my note was, wish I had that power to make someone go do the dishes.
Do the dishes.
We both do a lot of dishes. It's just a joke.
I know. You also like doing the dishes.
Ooh, I love doing the dishes. Put on my iPod shuffle, put the earbuds in the ears, listen to, what would be a 2009 song?
Bewitched?
What?
No, that was
I was going to say a Twista song.
Okay.
All right. Okay, so then there's like a after the party. It's the after party. Mm-hmm. It's Elena and Stefan up in the bedroom. Mm-hmm. They're talking, and then they're just like chatting casually, and then all of a sudden he does a swoosh, and then Ash is like, he got sexy out of nowhere.
That is what I said.
When they're kissing.
Yeah, it was just like so random.
Yeah. Well, you got to turn on the move. You got to make a move. You got to turn on the sauce, right?
Yep.
You got to go from, hey, we're just talking about, yeah, hey, that dinner party was cool. And then you got to turn on, hey, but, yeah.
But that's
let's do some kissing.
But I was wrong because that's not even what it really was.
I know, it was a dream.
Yeah.
Or a nightmare. Or was it a dream?
Maybe it was both. Well, because we find out because Stefan morphs into Damon.
And when you say it, it kind of sounds like demon.
You think he's the devil?
No, but I do think he has some demonic tendencies. Stefan Gel. I don't know. That's bad. I wish someone would edit this, but we're not going to.
Nope.
Here's another question. How many high school dinner parties you been to? 0, right?
I went to a theater dinner party once.
But no parents, like the aunt isn't even there, and it's just like, hey, we cooked dinner, and we poured soda into the wine glasses.
Yeah, definitely not ever. No one.
No.
No high schooler ever made me dinner.
Wouldn't it be so weird if me as let's say I'm not a 145-year-old vampire, because I'm not. Let's say I'm like a 16-year-old fella, and I go over and 2 16-year-old girls made me dinner. What's that dinner going to be? What did I don't even know what they made. But
I don't know, but those girls are about to try to get with you if they both made you dinner.
And the whole thing behind that party in the show is, I want you to be friends with my friend.
Yeah, why not it would be like, let's go to the movies or walk around the mall or something.
Yeah, totally.
Or let's meet him outside of class. Not, let's cook a whole dinner.
I need a whole scene, not the scene where they're where are the tongs and where's the birthday candles. I want to see what they're cooking, how they're cooking it, and they weren't looking at their phones to see Rachel Ray what she was cooking or whatever. They were just they brought out some plates.
What did they eat in the?
Oh, you know what? It was takeout.
Yeah, because they were pouring it into a bowl is not the same as cooking it
So my whole
yourself.
thing that I'm saying is,
no, but even so, if they didn't cook it or whatever, that's fine. But to even have the premise of wanting to invite this guy over for dinner with you and your best friend is silly.
Yeah, they had to do that so that they could have Caroline and Damon come over, I guess.
Invite them over for a crab feast, though?
Okay.
Legit.
In that little, let's jump back to that little, a dream frequence.
Okay.
Before they started kissing, Stefan has to move a book from between them. And I think it's a history book. And I was like, they got history between them.
Yeah, he tossed it on the bed and it got all messed up.
And then I was like, oh, it was a dream. And then I was like, but Damon was a damn crow on her windowsill.
Yeah.
So maybe he was feeding that into her brain or something.
Yeah, she was really dreaming about Stefan, but he was like, no, you're not.
Oh, can he read dreams?
I don't know.
Dream reader. All right.
When I'm a crow, I'll dream.
Here's a super controversial question I'm about to ask you.
Oh, no.
Because Elena steps out the shower, morning time. Morning time showers v. nighttime showers.
You already know my answer. We live together.
Yes.
Nighttime shower.
Yes. Come on.
You gotta go to bed clean. You can't go in your bed dirty. That's disgusting.
I know so many morning shower heads.
I only morning shower if I'm like hungover or like.
Oh, you got to do a morning hangover shower.
Or if I don't know what other reason. Probably only hungover. But I love the nighttime shower.
And that's every day, right?
Nighttime shower is where it's at. You gotta get clean before you get in your bed, and then your bed is clean.
You got to get clean before you get dirty. Yeah, morning showers. So
Your nighttime shower as well.
yes, unless I'm hungover. No, but I have a very best friend who would take showers before he went to the gym. He was like, I gotta wake up.
What?
He's like, it's like we're going to the gym.
Who's gonna shower to wake up before you go to the gym? Just don't go to the gym and keep sleeping.
Yeah.
Keep sleeping, please. We don't want you at the gym.
Hey, if you got a shower before the gym, keep sleeping. Finally, game day.
Oh, yeah.
I wonder if Stefan took a shower pre-game day. Does Stefan even have to shower? Do vampires get dirty? Do vampires shower?
I mean, they probably
Do they shower in blood?
They get bloody, so probably they do.
All right. Stefan gives Elena a locket or something. And this was my Pete-diction, my mid-show Pete-diction.
Good.
Does this protect her from Damon? And it did later. Does it connect to Stefan's ring in some way? I was like, are they a set? And maybe this is still down the line. Is this ring and this locket? Do they like touch together?
Do they work together somewhere?
Yeah, and then if he takes off his ring and she takes off the locket, he looks super old. That's what I'm waiting for.
You still think
I'm waiting for him to look super old for some reason. I don't know.
Because they're jealous? Because he's hot?
See, that's the whole thing. All right. He looks like he should star in the show The Vampire Diaries, so he's exactly where he should be. Good for him. They burn the other team's likeness in effigy. You know, you heard that? Burn in effigy.
No, but I know what you mean.
So they burn like a scarecrow
Yeah.
of the other team. That's crazy.
Like a paper mache.
And where is this? This is in Virginia, right?
Yeah, they probably
so I
do
believe
that.
it.
Yeah, they do
I
that.
believe it. Virginia.
Maybe burn stuff.
Virginia.
Oh, sweet Virginia.
Meet Virginia. But I believe it. I believe that they burned that thing.
Me
Especially 9 years ago or whatever. Oh, yeah. Yikes, I say.
Why are you saying yikes?
From them burning the thing.
Uh-oh.
Also, does that give Bonnie any witch flashbacks? Burning her witch forefathers and sisters?
I don't think it did.
Was she even there? I don't know.
Yeah, she was around, but that would have been a good little thing.
Yeah, she should have been like flashback that. Ah!
Yeah.
All right, big fight going down.
Yeah.
Reminiscent. This probably came before. There's like been an OC fight exactly like this where Ryan goes ham with a broken glass. He's like, "Kill me" or something.
Yeah.
He says something crazy.
He does.
But anyway, big fight. Jeremy and Ty, my buddy Ty. Broken glass everywhere. All right. Foreshadowing. He's definitely going to, I was like, when they break that glass, he's definitely going to swipe at somebody, something with that broken glass.
Yeah, because they show it all up close.
Then he cuts Stefan
On his hand.
Stefan heals super fast. It wasn't my blood.
He's all wiping on his pants like, see, look, it's not
If
mine.
I had $1 for every time I use that excuse, it's not my blood. Man, I wouldn't be having to do this podcast.
You'd have $0.
Damon meets Elena by the Ford Escape that we have. I bet it's a different color. I didn't really see the color, but
I didn't notice it
same. Not the same year because we have a 12 and this was 09 or something. Ash loves this part. Anyway, meets her by the escape. Ooh, I bet she wants to escape in this moment.
Oh, yeah. I know. Damon is coming up being a creep.
Yeah. Damon tries to glamour her, tells her
Elena.
that she
What?
wants him. No, I'm playing with the mic. I don't know why. Damon tells Elena she wants him. She resists. I was like, that's probably the necklace working, dog.
Yeah, he glamored her and it didn't work. And then do you remember when Stefan said, or what later, a couple scenes after this where Damon and Stefan are talking and then they say why it worked?
Yeah, vervain. Duh.
Yeah. Vervain. That's the first time they talk about vervain.
I know.
That's a vocabulary word for this show.
Da-da-da. Vervain.
Because remember when Elena got the necklace and she was like, is that rose? He was like, no, it's an herb. It's nice, isn't it?
It's an herb. It's that sticky icky.
It's vervain.
Vervain. That pineapple vervain express.
He was like, I can't believe you used vervain against me, bro.
Yeah. I know you're my little brother. But why'd you use vervain against me?
Mm-hmm. Don't you forget.
Everyone is hanging out. Maybe you can enlighten me. Everyone is hanging out in their jerseys, but not their full uniforms. They're like wearing jerseys and jeans.
Absolutely.
At nighttime, though. When does the game start? It's already dark out. Look. I know. Hold on. Hold on. I know that you can wear your jersey and your jeans to school the day of the game, and you give your friends high fives. And another thing you can do, you can wear your cheerleading uniform all day. That's the thing you can do. You're allowed to do that. All right.
That was my favorite. To wear it. I loved it.
And then, I had no opinion about that at all in high school. And then, but they're wearing their jeans, they're wearing their, what's going on? I guess later they're in the locker room, but at the time, I was like, why are they just wearing their...
Yeah, well, if it's like daylight savings time, it's getting dark early. Yeah, and so they're like doing their little pep rally still in their jeans.
Okay. But I feel like if you're already at the stadium, get in the old uniform, run around the field a little bit, toss the pigskin, don't bite it and suck the blood out of it.
I support that.
What I'm saying or what they're doing?
No, what you're saying.
Okay. Thank you. And then after that, I was like, in these dark shots, I was like, did they shoot this on film? I was like, I see some film grain. Is this film?
You think so?
I don't know. Kevin Williamson.
I really don't know.
Williamson.
It does look very good, actually.
It does. We got the little HD going on.
Yeah.
Film grain.
It's lit well.
They get lit on here. Film grain. I don't know. Dawson's Creek, was that on film? We'll never know. Vervain in the necklace. Called it. Stefan tells Damon to kill him. Whoa.
Yeah, he was like, you've had 145 years to kill me, brother.
That's what I was going to say. 145 years. We get the age check-in.
Mm-hmm.
145. Very weird. He wants to go to high school. So I guess based on his physique that he got turned into a vampire as a young adult.
Mm-hmm.
So it wouldn't be like he's like 40 looking body. But if he was, like, are there vampires out there who look 40 and they're like,
I'm going to high school.
All I want to do is go to high school. No, all I want to do is go to my cubicle. You know?
I don't know. You should write that show.
Oh, I should. Good. In True Blood, Bill, right? That was his name?
Oh,
the main
yeah.
guy,
Mm-hmm.
Bill. He was kind of like late 30s or something, and he was just like, I'm going around in a suit and doing my business.
Yeah, he was super old school. And he still seemed that way. I feel like Stefan, even though he's super old, he still feels kind of modern.
Yeah, young at heart. He's been going to different high schools for hundreds of years.
He's keeping up with the times.
Keeping up with the Kardashians. Vampdashians.
You should write that show too.
Keeping up with the Vampdashians would be good. Like, I don't know.
What?
I have a new blood that you can buy and new fang liners. Right?
Oh my gosh. All right.
I'm making coffins for us to sleep in.
I don't know. I wish
But
I knew enough about the Kardashians to say something really specific.
They just have a bunch of products. I'm married to Kanye. That's the same.
He's a vampire too.
Damon attacks Mr. Tanner.
Thank gosh.
No. So is
hate
Tanner
Mr. Tanner.
dead, or is he going to be a Tanner vamp? That'd be exciting.
Maybe he comes to school.
Come out of the coffin to straight fry you up. I also know history now.
Yes.
I'm just my age, but
I know what happened
will-
yesterday.
and also in the future I will know.
In the future, I'll be really good at
In
history.
the future I'll know stuff about the current present.
Yeah. The worst history teacher ever.
I wonder if on a show like this, they totally never, after this, reference Tanner again. I could see that happening, that he gets killed in the third ep, and they're just like, they never say anything about him again.
That'd be great. I don't actually
That'd be
remember.
great. No, that'd be
Yeah.
bad. They should reference, they'd be like,
I wonder-
remember that teacher who got killed by like an animal?
I wonder if there'll be a substitute history teacher. And I say I wonder because I don't remember this particular detail.
Mm-hmm.
Or like, wouldn't it be great if Stefan started teaching history class?
Okay, a little teacher's aid going on.
Yeah, because he obviously is better
Yeah. At the...
and hotter.
They need to get Damon teaching if they need a hot teacher. All right. Called the animal control unit and the coroner. So that means he's dead, or is he undead? We'll see. All right. Bonnie sees her numbers in a very heavy-handed thing. Mm-hmm. All right, good for her. Did they play the game or what? I guess not, because a teacher, an animal attack or
I
whatever.
think they didn't play the game because Coach Tanner got murked.
Oh yeah, he was the coach.
Yeah.
I forgot about that. Yeah, you're not gonna play the game after your coach,
After
gets,
coach gets
killed
killed?
by an animal in quotation marks.
Right. No.
Or they could be like, I know coach got his throat ripped out by a banshee or whatever.
But we got Stefan.
By
so let's
Timberwolf.
Oh, yeah.
Timberwolf. But we're still gonna play these guys that we burned up earlier. And we're gonna win it for Mr. Tanner.
That's what he would want.
But we don't even like him. He fries us all the time. He's mean. Let's lose in his honor. All right. Yeah, what kind of animal? Did they say what kind of animal? I mean, Vicky, she got bit and thought it was an animal because she got glamored or whatever. What kind of animal did she think it was?
That no one has said.
Wolf. Werewolf. Are there werewolves in the show? We'll see.
I do know the answer, but I will not say.
The answer is no. All right. So I don't know why we're doing any of this. All right. Stefan writing in his diary. That's good.
Yeah.
That's what the show's called.
Still doing the diaries.
I thought he should blog.
Actually, hey, have you had a diary?
I wrote one page in one diary and then I was like, this is dumb.
I did the same thing. I kept trying to have diaries growing up, and I would write like a few. I would like do it for like a week, and then I would never ever do it again. And then like 2 years later, I'd get a new one and try again, and I was just the worst at it.
Yeah, my whole thing is if I'm writing something, I don't want people to see it.
That is true for you.
So I'm not wasting.
Your thoughts on no one?
Yeah.
All right.
I'm not wasting no thoughts on no one. If I'm writing something, I'm trying to get paid.
All right.
Just kidding, but seriously. Yeah, he should blog. Or vlog. What if you vampire vlog? Alliteration. Get a vlog going.
He's got a fancy journal, and he's like into that.
You know what, though? He couldn't vlog because then people would know he's a vampire.
It's true. You gotta keep it private.
Damon must be stopped. He's caressing Catherine
Uh-oh. It's
as
not
she
Catherine.
sleeps.
It's Elena.
dun.
You said you called Elena Catherine.
What? Dr. Freud.
He's caressing Elena.
I think it auto-corrected.
No,
I think my phone
shut up.
is a Vamp Die fan. A Vamp Die Hard.
Oh my gosh.
Anyway, creep. He's like
my
100.
Das.
Oh my Das. He's like 130 years older than her. Come on. All right, so we leave on that, right? He's creeping and peeping.
Yeah.
He's horny for blood.
Well, he was like, well, I got invited to her house, so I can go in there anytime I want.
know, that's
and then
so
he
weird.
did, which it makes it even weirder.
That's very weird. Like, they should change that vampire rule. Like, you should have to be invited in each time, I feel like.
Well, that's what the vampires are betting on. They're going to be nice to you the one time you let them in, and then the next time,
Cuthbert.
not so nice.
Let me in, Cuthbert. That's a callback to, like, our second episode. All right.
Pete-dictions?
Not yet Pete-dictions. You know, when it's a Petey pod, there's a Petey game. Playing the Petey games. All right. Not the Super Bowl, the Supernatural Bowl.
Okay.
Vampires playing football. Vampires playing baseball. Werewolves playing basketball. Teen Wolf.
Yeah.
What supernatural sport mashup would you like to see? And I'll tell you mine first. Merman water polo.
Ooh, that would be very good.
It would.
What are some supernatural choices?
Got Wolfman basketball. No.
Well,
Supernatural.
vampire.
We got witches. We got fairies. We got Frankensteins. We have mummies. What about mummy volleyball?
Just because mummies look like volleyball?
Yes. They do look like volleyball.
They do look like volleyball.
We got, and sports, we got ping pong. We got croquet. Polo. What about centaur polo?
Centaur polo would be good.
That'd be so good. It'd just be basically like
What about troll bowling?
trolling. But wait, would the trolls be bowling or would you bowl a troll?
You bowl a troll. But the trolls would basically bowl themselves. You'd be like, all right, troll, go. And then be like, okay.
You know my biggest problem with the Trolls movies?
What?
They're not nude. Weren't those trolls nude?
Oh, well, they had little shirts.
But they were Winnie the Poohing it downstairs.
Yeah, and they had jewels in their bellies.
So troll bowling? Troll bowling.
Troll bowling. That's my choice.
Merman water polo. And centaur. Or minotaur. Barbies.
I'm tired. Croquet?
Croquet. Or just polo. Do a polo.
polo.
Do a polo double feature.
Okay.
Centaur.
That's a very weird question that I never would have thought of in my whole life, but thank you for asking.
Centaur. Land polo. Merman.
Marco Polo?
Water polo. Hot man tops with animal bottoms.
Yeah, hot man tops. That was hard work for you, but I appreciate it.
This whole thing is hard work. All right, Ash. 0, 1, or 2 fangs.
Oh, man. I'm going to say a 1 fang.
I said 1.5 fangs on this app. I would have liked to see a big football game.
Yeah, I would have liked the football game also, and I don't feel like there was enough vamp stuff going on. Only Damon ate the teacher, and that was it.
No, Caroline.
Yeah,
More vamp stuff.
more vamp stuff.
Yeah, only 1 fang. 1 fang, not enough vamp.
1 fang.
Supernatural thoughts. Bonnie is a witch. Caroline is a vamp. We know this already. Mr. Tanner, question mark?
What do you think?
I'd like to see him come around as a vamp. I'd like to see him teach a history class. And be like... And like someone...
Gets a paper cut?
Yeah. And he's like... See me after class.
His eyes get all bloodshot.
See me after class. That'd be good. Mm-hmm. All right. If they do more episodes of this, get me on as a writer. I gotta write a scene like that. See me after class. Pete-dictions. I would like to see Damon and Stefan join together to face a bigger threat.
That'd be good.
Mr. Tanner, perhaps? Any closing words from Ash?
That you learned about Vervain this episode.
Vervain.
And Elena's necklace. Do you have any Pete-dictions for that, or anything that you wish that it could be used for in the future?
Vervain. Vervain.
Was that Lurleen?
Yeah.
Okay.
Maybe like Elena has to put on a full Vervain scuba suit and go into the Salvatore mansion to like put Damon in a chokehold.
Okay. Very interesting.
Vervain, maybe it's prom next episode because they do a big thing every single episode. And the corsages? The corsages?
Oh, corsage.
Vervain. No vampires allowed.
Your predictions are weirdly accurate.
If I see a friggin' Vervain corsage or corset. Corset.
Your clothes are made out of it?
Yeah. I don't know what it is. It's an herb.
Yeah.
Ooh, I got a great one.
Okay, what?
Jeremy's smoking that Vervain. It's an herb. He's smoking that Vervain, and Vicky. Oh. Jeremy's smoking that sticky Vervain, and Vicky's like, I've never reacted this way before, because she doesn't know yet, right?
Not that we know.
Jeremy's smoking that sticky Vervain.
Isn't it interesting that she got bit by a vampire a long time ago? She's just still working at the restaurant.
Yeah, she's.
And Caroline's coaching her cheerleading squad.
It is. They're both walking around in sunlight, not glittering.
Maybe they're not really vampires, and they're just pretending to be old.
What? They're not old.
No, the people that bit them. The vampires.
Damon's not old?
Yeah, maybe Damon's not actually a vampire, and he's just by necks.
Okay, then it would be the person who's not a Vampire Diaries. All right, weird for you to say any of this.
I'm just trying to mess up your train of thought.
If you like the outro time, if you like the Vampire Diaries, and or you are a young adult, you should check out my young adult book series, The Happenstances. What's The Happenstances all about, Ash? Put you on the spot. Young adult, comedy,
it's
fun
great.
summer fling.
It's a summer, you ask me and then you're going to answer it?
Yes.
Young adult, comedy, young summer fling.
It's a book. It's a book.
It's a book series. And yeah, great summer read, great escape vacation read, especially during these times when you're not really able to go anywhere. Nostalgia type pool read. It's great.
Yeah, I wish we could go to the pool, go to the beach.
I know. You can go in The Happenstances.
You can. Also, I have a new horror short story out right now called Pipes. Go to ko-fi.com/High Dive Publishing. Read that for free. And when you're done reading it, if you don't want it to be free, if you want to pay me, you can do that. There's a little button there. Coffee or Ko-Fi is this website. Go there. I don't know much about it, but I have a short story on there. For any questions or concerns, follow me at Peter L. Harmon on Twitter or Instagram. Ash isn't on Twitter, and she's private on Instagram. If you have something to say to her that isn't weird, I may tell her. Or email thehappenstances@gmail.com. Don't tweet spoilers for the Vampire Diaries, or you will get muted, not blocked. I need the follower count. And we end very abruptly. Bye.
Bye.